MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome back to the Big Small Business Show. In studio with us today, we've got Gareth Berman. He's founder and CEO of GMAT Consulting, and they support other entrepreneurs with regards to finance, their back office, etc. And the question really that we're dealing with now is this classic conundrum of working in your business, on your business, and as a startup entrepreneur, you know, we can't but be pulled into all the operational side of the business, and that becomes incredibly tiring. The problem is that whilst we are doing that, we're not building the business, and that's really the conundrum. So the next question is, which part of the business do you absolutely love doing the most? If I were your, I'm not going to say fairy godmother, I'll say fairy godfather, and I could give you any part of the business to work in 24 hours a day, like that's the place you love, which part of it is it?
I think trying to sell us.
The sales side?
Yes.
Okay. And which part do you hate most? And I'm using the word hate, dislike the most in the business.
Interviewing people and the repetitive, tedious, admin-based data processing that a lot of our clients need.
And you doing that?
I do some of it at the moment, yes.
Okay. And can I ask why you are doing that? You say some of it, so somebody else is doing.
Yes.
Why are you still doing that?
So, I mean, partly because I did hire someone early in the year that never pitched.
Okay.
I hired a new person that just didn't come. So we took on a lot of business that threw us under the bus. But in general, I find also the demands on the team is too much, and they spread so thin that in order to take on more business, I have to get involved. Also,
Okay.
what we do is it's my background.
Okay, so now I've asked you what you love and what you dislike the most. And I'm going to ask you what you are best at from a technical perspective in the business. What are you best at? What is Gareth, the person, best at doing?
From a technical perspective, looking at a business's systems and how their foundation runs, and translating issues that they're facing in bottom line or in staff turnover, whatever it is, to breaks in those systems, and then looking at corrective measures.
So the analytical side of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What are you worst at?
What am I worst at? Being interviewed on small business shows. What am I worst at? Probably, I would say, finding time to manage team culture and look after the team in very busy times.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you said in the insert that the clients want you. A lot of them want you. What is it about you? What about you do they want? What is it that it represents? For example, trust, competence. Like why is it that they want you, Gareth?
Well, a lot of the time I sell. I do the business development, so they know me, and I am the most qualified and experienced in our team. So
that's why they want you.
The ones that do want me, a lot of them don't.
Okay.
I have a very strong team.
And your offering, do you believe it is? You spoke about it being specialized, but you also then referred to, when I spoke about twice the size and 10x, that any big accounting firm has reached that size. So I'm trying to work out if you see this as a commoditized industry where there is a known price in the market for the services that you do, or it is indeed specialized where you can charge a premium for specialized things that are hard to find in the market.
Okay. I think it's premium. I think it can be done by a lot of other firms, much bigger. I just think they often don't. A lot of what we do is tedious, problem-related, most of our big clients are where things aren't running smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, I mean, I'm sure you could go to Deloitte or KPMG and find someone that could do this. But I mean, obviously, I don't compete with their pricing. But also, I don't think a lot of smaller companies like my size want to take on a project like this.
So who typically would come to you and not go to a big firm? Who would typically seek you out? What type of client?
Clients that, I mean, a lot of them that want to spend less,
Yeah.
or that want a small team that's very engaged with them. They don't want a big firm's pricing models. Often you get X, Y, and Z in return for X, Y, and Z, and then we leave. We're much more flexible. We try to be very approachable. We don't measure our offering by the second or by the minute. We get very involved, and a lot of the advice that we give or the solutions we find really help our clients.
And is your relationship with your clients ongoing, or is it project-based?
Both.
And can you give me an average percentage of your revenue that's project-based versus annuity?
Retainers are much more. I would say probably 75 to 80 versus 20 to 25 ad hoc project-based.
Okay, that's good. Okay, cool. I think I've got enough now to come back with trying to answer your question. And I'm going to tell you my personal journey through this as well, through the conundrum that you face. And hopefully that will give you the kinds of insights that you need in order to move yourself into a different position in the organization. We're going to take a break now. When you come back, I'm going to have some advice for Gareth.
MTN SME Hub, link to business success.